Hello everyone, it's another episode of 5 Minutes with Simply Data. Our topic today is sort of continuation of the previous episode. If you have not watched that, go watch it. I will put the YouTube channel link in the description below. Today, we will demo a little on our security investigation workflow. As usual, if you do have further questions, just leave those in the comment or PM me directly on LinkedIn. I'm Eric, your host for today. While I was working on the introduction, I have triggered an exfiltration attempt in my demo environment. Hence, you can see that I have one alert which is open. There are multiple dashboards in our SOC. The one you are seeing right now is the executive summary. For the sake of simplifying investigations on this video, we will skip a few investigation steps and just go over some of the key ones. Within this dashboard, we can see that there is an exfiltration attempt. What L1 analyst will do is to filter and then pin the filter across all applications. Essentially, we want to keep this filter pinned when we navigate to the alerts page. This is useful, especially if you have hundreds of alerts daily, which is something very common in our production customer. Even if the event is blocked, as you can see over here, it is still important to investigate the event as there might be traces of malware residing within the environment. Here, the L1 analyst will identify indicator of compromise or IOCs associated with the alert. When the alert information is expanded, the analyst can obtain more context in regards to the alert if needed. A new case is then created for this event. In Simply Data, we do have proper naming convention for case. This is used for better reporting, and a standard naming convention goes a long way, especially during fine-tuning process. For this demo, let's just call it demo case. After that, the analyst will populate the identified IOCs attached with this alert. Let's not create the demo case as I don't really want to clutter up my demo system. While it is a demo system, or we call it EBC, which stands for Executive Business Center, it is also actually actively monitoring our data center. That's how we keep the system populated with data. Let's look at one of the case which is already closed. Here, you can see that the level 1 analyst has populated the description with relevant IOCs and some threat intelligence lookup. If it is not a false positive, the case is then escalated to L2 or L3 analyst for threat hunting, depending on our scheduling. Within a case, it is also where L1, L2, or L3 can collaborate and populate their findings and response. In Simply Data, our practice is to filter, investigate, and verify all alerts before notifying customer. We prefer not to spam our customers with email, hence only critical or action needed from customer is sent out as emails or phone calls. For other alerts, it is presented in summary during our weekly meeting with customer. On threat intelligence front, we are using multiple threat intelligence within Elastic as well as VirusTotal and Telos. Recently, we have added Mandiant threat intel into our workflow as well. Let us look into the threat intelligence integrated within Elastic. Here, you can see that we have gathered 4 different threat intel within the last 7 days. There are about 500,000 IOCs already populated over here. Elastic is originally built as a search engine. Hence, searching through thousands or even millions of data is lightning fast. So there are no performance issues over here even if we are ingesting millions of IOCs into the system. Anyways, back to the case. Let's look at one of the demo case that I've created here to have some sneak peek into our threat hunting process. Here we can see that there are some connections to a known bad domain. For threat hunting, we pivot to timeline view. And depending on your experience, there are multiple things to look out for. Highly recommended that you go for Mandiant's forensic classes if you want to be an SOC analyst. They are not sponsoring me to say this, by the way. Anyways, in this demo system, we can see that there are some SSH event that is suspicious, followed by a wget command to the known bad domain. If we want to see what's happening in the wget command, we can click on analyze and it will show you a chain of events leading to the process. We can see that the destination is to a public IP hosted by Fortinet, meaning it is already sinkhole by our firewall. But more importantly, we can see that the wget process is actually issued by 10.2.0.5 after it logins into the victim machine. In actual, usually attackers do lateral movement and code its command and many other steps to prevent detection. This is just a simplified way to demo lateral movement. Timeline can then be saved and attached to the case. Any case that is open or closed is also synchronized to our ticketing system. Overall, this is our workflow and escalation process. The tedious portion is actually the threat hunting. Hence, a good EDR solution is essential in any SOC. Having EDR does not mean no investigation is needed, no matter how good is the AI or machine learning, and this applies to all the brands out there. But a good EDR will collect good information which facilitates an analyst investigation process. That's the end of the episodes today. Apologize if it's a little bit too technical. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Gerak dulu guys. Bye.